Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am doing this particular episode early in the morning because I've been skipping a few, and I'm deciding to do them as early as possible so I don't forget. I still have a little bit of bed hair, so forgive me. I have my morning coffee right here. I put protein in it. So it's very protein-esque, so I can get my muscles bigger. So, we're going to talk about sex. I want to get into the subject of sex because it's exciting and because it's important to building an awesome life. Plus, it's a ripe place to confront yourself and become a better man. Or a woman, if you're a woman listening. So I found that sex is if you decide that I want to have a better sex life, that's like a portal into everything. You're going to have to work on your health, you're going to have to work on your fashion, you're going to have to work on your body, you're going to have to work on your insecurities, you're going to have to work on your humor, you're going to have to work on fucking everything in your life. And so it's a really good thing to focus on if you want to become a better person and be more effective at building an awesome life. The more effective you are at all these things, the better life you'll have, the more healthy you'll be, the better you'll look, the better people will treat you, the more sex you have, the more satisfied you'll be. I would say that most guys in the U.S., maybe in the world, are sexually unsatisfied because they don't really put work in. They either feel bitter and jaded towards women and they don't put work in, or they just feel that women should come to them because they're great and awesome. And while that might be true, it's not really how things work, unfortunately. Excuse me. A little bit about me and why I'm qualified to talk about sex. I actually lost my virginity, with girls. I'd had sex with a lot of guys. I thought I was gay for the first part of my life. I'm actually not. I would say I'm hetero-flexible. I enjoy women much more than I enjoy men, but it happens every now and then. I do not mix having sex with guys in my social life. I just don't. It's not something that happens. But when it comes to girls, I lost my virginity with them at 22. This is pretty late for a guy. Although I know a lot of guys who lost their virginity later, but I didn't. I wanted a lot more of it, so I read a bunch of books, did a bunch of bought a bunch of pickup artist programs. Spoiler alerts: pickup artist programs are shit, and talked to a lot of guys, met a lot of friends who were into the whole deal, and really went at it, especially at college, especially at Rutgers. I went all in to try to have as much sex as I could, and I had a pretty damn good lot of it. I think it's tacky to share numbers of how many girls I've slept with. I know a lot of guys are like, how many girls have you slept with, bro? Maybe I'll share it at some point. I will say it's in the triple digits. That's it. Just so that you guys, I think it's super tacky to say that, but I'm saying that just so you guys can be like, oh, okay, this guy has experience. I don't think it's such a huge indicator of an experience. It's a weird one, and I feel really tacky and really weird saying it because it I don't know, it just seems cheesy, but I said it, and hopefully the guy makes you guys trust that the things I say come from experience and not from just postulating. So, 28 now, have had sexual experience, and there's one thing above all that stands out, and this is something that revolutionized the way I date. And it made things so much easier and makes everyone I know that internalizes this their dating life so much easier. And that is, you have zero control over whether somebody likes you or not. Now, Joe, you ask, what if you have good humor? Now, Joe, you ask, what if you have rockin' bod? Now, Joe, you ask, what if you have a bunch of money? Humor and the money are different than the bod, because the bod is something that people will see before you talk to them. So it's almost like, and let me be clear, like, this isn't such a base truth as it is, it's a great truth to act as if it's true. I think Jordan Peterson calls it these metaphorical truths, where it's not necessarily scientifically true, but it's best to act as if it were. And the reason I say that is because maybe there are some girls who initially are cold to you, and who you talk to them, and they're like, maybe they're initially like, you talk, you're like, hey, like, you're really cute, and they're like, I don't know, blah, blah. They're just like, I don't know, they're just not very warm, they're just kind of cold. But then somehow you get their number and they're not really responding, but then you send some really witty text and like then they'll respond and they'll go out with you. Like, maybe there are some girls like that, and I would say there probably are, but the effort that you put in, say like you found, say there's 10 girls in a room, right? Let's say 12 to make the math easy. Say there's 12 girls in a room, and you like all of them. Like, all of them are attractive to you. 4 of them are attracted to you. They like you. They would love to have sex with you, love to go on dates with you, build a romantic thing, whatever the fuck. 4 of them would love to get with you. 4 of them are kind of on the fence. They're like curious about you. They're interested. They don't really know. They haven't decided for themselves. And 4 of them want nothing to do with you. You could waste a lot of time trying to get every single one of those girls to react positively to you. The girls who are not interested, they might react politely to you, but they'll never, like, they've decided in their mind, unless, like, I mean, you might put in a ton of effort and maybe make one of them, maybe change one of their minds. But it will take a ton of effort, and it probably won't be permanent. It probably will be like a temporary change. Girls who are on the fence, you could put in a little effort, and they could definitely like you. But the girls who are instantly into you, who are like when I've talked to a girl, when I've, I guess you could say when I've talked to a girl like this, there's been scenarios in real life where for instance, one scenario, I was on a bus, and I was about like a couple stops from my stop, and I locked eyes with this girl. And there's just this feeling, this is something I don't suggest anyone do this, because if you do it wrong, you get in trouble. Like, this is something you kind of have to have a lot of experience with, and like understand. You really have to understand, not understand women. You really have to be able to empathize with women a lot to be able to do this. It's not something I would suggest you go out and do right now. So I'm telling you not to. If you get in trouble, it's not my fault. But I locked eyes with this girl, and there's like a crowded bus. I couldn't really walk over to her, and I was a couple stops from my stop, so there was just like electric charge in the air, and I could tell that she was into me. And so we got off the bus. I think we both got off the same door, and I just kissed her. And I'm like, hey, look, you're cute. I saw you looking at me. What's your number? And she gave me her number. We met up later that evening. So, that's a girl that was instantly into me. And I was really good at figuring that out, at judging at a real level, at a true level, how much she was into me. She was one of the ones that was really into me. If I was in a room with 12 people, she would be one of the first 4. I've also had scenarios where I go up to a girl and she's kind of like, hey, she's being polite, blah, blah, blah. And, the interaction may or may not end up in a number, but she's giving me time. She's giving me, her attention. And that's a girl who's on the fence. She's giving me her attention. I don't really know if she likes me or not, because she probably doesn't know either yet. She's undecided until a few minutes into our conversation, and when she's decided, and I'll either go out with her or I won't. And there are girls that I go up to, and I'm like, hey, you're really cute, and she's like, no. Or hey, and you're really cute, and she's like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Instantly, I'm not interested. And like, that's great. Like, I like that personally, because now I don't waste my time. Like, that's fine. Like, it's 100% fine for a girl to be like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you, because, like, that's great for both of us. Thanks for the honesty. Like, I'm really happy when that happens. If it's a really bad rejection, I'm actually starting to be cool with that. I used to really get into my head. Like, there are a couple scenarios where I've had girls kind of be mean to me, and yeah, honestly, in retrospect, I probably just had a bad day. But at the time, I took it personally. It was just kind of hurt me. But that's something that you get over pretty quickly. If anyone watching this is used to talking to girls and trying to get their numbers, then, like, you get over that pretty quickly after you're used to it. You just kind of become friends with rejection, which is something that I'm still working on. I think rejection still hurts everybody, but as long as you don't take it personally, it doesn't stick with you. But yeah, so the real thing is this: if you internalize that analogy to where there's three types of people, types of girls. I'm just like saying with, like, if you're a dude and you're looking for girls, like, you can apply this to if you're a dude looking for dudes, or a girl looking for girls, or a girl looking for dudes. Although there's slightly different mechanics there. This principle applies the same. Some guys, some girls, whatever you're looking for, are going to be into you no matter what. Like, they've decided they think you're cute. They're intrigued by, I don't know, they think you have good taste and style. Like, they don't know you yet, but they're interested in you, and they've decided that already, just from your appearance. And that's why appearance is super important when it comes to attracting women. When it comes to keeping women, appearance is important. It's not the most important. Appearance is important mostly because it means you respect yourself. Like, if I want to keep a girl and I don't respect myself, it's going to be harder for me to retain women. So when I attract women, my looks are important, because it's like, hey, like, this is all you know about me. You don't know anything except for what I look like, because I haven't talked to you. We haven't talked to each other. So you have zero... this earring's still there. You have zero idea of who I am except for my looks. If I look good, if I look edgy, a little bit edgy maybe. Edgy is like sex appeal. It's more than just looking good. And, like, grooming, all this. I actually didn't shave this morning. I'm going to shave later. But, like, this is like good grooming. This is bed hair. I have gel. I would put that down and maybe spike this up a little bit. That's good. Like, you look good. That's great. But, because you're sexy. But in a relationship, or in, like, a casual thing, or whatever you're looking for, looking good is for sexual appeal, yes, but it's also because, like, you respect yourself, and respect is more important when it comes to long term. So it's like, if you respect yourself, then she can respect you. If you don't respect yourself, then how can she respect you? Like, it's going to be harder for her to respect you if you don't respect yourself. And looking good is a really easy way to be like, yo, like, I respect myself. Like, I want to look good. I want to feel good about how I look. I want people to compliment me. I want people to think that I have my shit together, because I like to think I have my shit together. So it's the same, like, looks matter the whole relationship, but it's for different reasons. Where was I going with that? I don't know. I just wanted to share that main concept, which was you have zero control over whether other people are attracted to you or not and want to have sex with you. And that is a fucking game changer. If you apply that to your life, you will waste so much less time. Like, you'll waste so much less time on trying to convert somebody who's not interested in you into being interested in you. And you'll waste so much less time on trying to game or, like, convince girls who are on the fence to like you. Now, you can do that. That's not such a waste of time, but it's a lot easier to just find the girls who are into you. Find the girls who, they look at you, they've decided that they want to sleep with you, or they've decided that they want you to come over and ask them on a date, and they're just biting their lip waiting, and they'll be like, they're instantly into you. They exist for if you have above, like, slightly above average looks, slightly above average, like, physique, then there are a lot of girls out there that are like this. So you just have to find them. And if you change your mentality from, I need to get girls interested in me, like, attraction is not yours to create. It's either there or not there. And if you change your mentality from, I need to create attraction, to, I need to find the girls who are attracted to me, then it's just like a game of memory. Like, you have a bunch of cards face down, you have your card face up, which is you, and then you flip them over. You're like, are you a match? No. Are you a match? Yes. Okay, what's your number? Let's go on a date. Are you a match? No. Are you a match? Yes. Okay, let's get your number. Let's go on a date. And it's like super easy. It's super easy. You don't, like, if you get really good with girls, you can't choose which girls that you want to go, that you go on a date with and you are successful with, because they have a choice in the matter. But you can find the girls who've already chosen you. So, I kind of rambled on and repeated the statement a few times in different ways. Allergies. Woo! And I think I've covered it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Also, my 100 subscriber video is coming up. Please give me ideas. I'm going to link to the vlog I did yesterday about the 100 subscriber video. And yeah, enjoy. Bye. Cheers. Oh, and go have a lot of sex.